Caught me by surprise slightly there, chatting somebody up as usual around the back there. Okay, so that was amazing, wasn't it? It was brilliant. Yeah. So massive round of applause. Fantastic. Very good. All right, so next up is Neil. Where's Neil? Yeah, come on, Neil. Show me what you've got. Well, not literally, but...
You've already mentioned Willie tonight, so that's not a... It's interesting that Victoria mentioned the word Willie. Well, it's not really, but I just haven't heard the word used by an adult for a long time. So I thought I'd write it down, just so I remember to use it at work on Monday. And then I thought, actually, I'll write down a list of words that mean Willie in order of kind of impact and offensiveness. And then I wrote them down and I thought, that's actually beautiful, I love that. This is all just made up by my mind, by the way, so I haven't prepared any of this, obviously. So I've written them down, I thought, that's quite a nice sort of poem. So I'm going to read it as a poem. Really, I should get a proper poet up to read it. Maybe we'll get Melvin to do it next time, I don't know. So yeah, I've written them down. I can't decide whether to call it either Free Willy, because I thought that's quite a good name for a poem, or just call it just Willy, maybe. I don't know. I'll think of a name. Penis Monologues. There we go. Thought that one off the top of my head. Right. So I'm going to read my new poem. If it doesn't win a prize, then I'll be very disappointed. And Andre actually helped me with a few of these. Couldn't think of more than 5 words myself, so he added a couple. So we've got, here we go, that's my poem. I'll call it Penis Monologues, I like that, I'll just come up with that. Wee wee, Willy, pee pee, wang, knob, penis, cock, dick. Thank you very much. That's my poem there. It would be brilliant if you could add to this. If we come up, any other words, come up to me later. If we could get 20 words tonight that mean penis, the evening won't have been wasted. Right. So no foreign languages. They all have to be English. We don't want
Canadian.
No Canadian words. You two at the front. You two Canadian lovers. Don't want any of that sort of thing. Who has the BBC News alerts on their phone? I've left my phone there now. Oh, I get phone anxiety when I haven't got my phone. Oh. But who gets BBC News alerts? Or Sky News alerts, if you're not quite so classy? Who gets those on their phone? A few people. Do you ever get them pop up and you look at them and you think, oh no, what's happened in the world? I've got a BBC News alert. Either a celebrity has died, or there's been a terrible terrorist atrocity somewhere in Europe. It's one or the other. And then you look at your phone and you go, oh no, poor Brussels, poor Brussels. But thank God Attenborough's okay. Whew, that's okay. And we've had a few of those recently. We had Bruce Forsyth, obviously. Not somebody I particularly cared that much for, but I realised he was in the industry as long as the industry existed. And a few years ago we had Cilla Black, and I've mentioned this before, but Cilla Black, when she died, it kind of meant nothing to me. The interesting thing about Cilla Black, of course, is it wasn't her real name. Everybody knows what she was christened, it was Priscilla White, which seems bizarre for me that a white woman would pretend to be black, but I guess there were very, very different times that she was brought up in. So we've got other people who've changed their name and have died as well, which is a bit sad. We've got Paul Daniels, who was actually quite local to here, whose real name, the magician Paul Daniels, you know the magician Paul Daniels, his real name was Newton Daniels. Hey, you're a magician, why would you change your name from the very cool, magical sounding Newton to Paul? I don't know, just to me, it seemed like he missed a trick, which is kind of ironic that he did that. Who else changed their name? Oh yeah, not a lot of people know this actually. You know Michael Gove, him of the government fame.
He didn't die.
He didn't die, which is a sad thing for many of us, that he didn't die. But I didn't realise that Michael Gove wasn't his real name. No, he was actually christened Twatty McTwatface. And not a lot of people know that. I know, that's mean, isn't it? No, not really, of course not. Cilla Black, of course, that's where I was going with this. Cilla Black was an ITV celebrity, and I think, and this is going to be absolutely bemusing to anybody who wasn't brought up in the UK. So you may as well close, a little group here, a few people over there, just close your ears. You're not going to get any of the next few minutes here. But I think you were brought up either a BBC person or an ITV person. And Cilla Black was ITV, so we never really watched ITV very much. In fact, okay, who here subscribed, or maybe still subscribes to the Radio Times? Hands up, Radio Times people. Okay, a few there. Who were TV Times people? That's the ITV one for those outside the UK who don't know. There's a couple, how could you do that? It's just sickening. And what really sickened me, and again this will only make sense if you're born in the UK, is when you went over to a friend's house at Christmas and they had the Christmas TV Times. Who did that? That was terrible. Anyway, ITV, we weren't really allowed to watch ITV. We tended to watch BBC, particularly on Saturday evenings, and so didn't see a lot of Blind Date or Cilla Black. But I realise now, in retrospect, it's really odd that my parents were really happy that we could watch BBC, but didn't let us watch ITV. They were really fine for us to watch Jim Will Fix It, but not ITV. It's sort of, in retrospect, a real lack of judgment that they had there. But that's just the way it was. I still love watching TV, actually. I haven't got into Game of Thrones, though. It's just too much. Who's watching Game of Thrones? Big cheer! Yay! Yay! And I don't know how you have enough time in the world for that shit, to be honest. It's just too much. I haven't had relationships that, how you can stick with something for so many years. I've had relationships so short, and I've had relationships with probably a lot less sex and tits in as well, to be fair. But there are certain things I like. I love cooking shows. I've really enjoyed the Bake Off, and I'm particularly a big fan of Jamie Oliver. Who here loves Jamie Oliver? I don't know. Why is he fallen out of fashion? I don't. I thought everybody loved Jamie Oliver and his 2,000 Children, but clearly not. But the thing is with Jamie Oliver, his shows are getting more and more extreme. So he had just cooking shows to start with. That's fine. Travel the world, cook, brilliant. And then he had 30-minute meals you can cook in 30 minutes, brilliant, that's really useful. Meals you can cook in 15 minutes, yeah, I get that, 15 minutes. But where's he going to go next? Is it going to be Jamie Oliver's time-travelling meals? Meals that are ready before you've even started? I don't know, is that the way it's going? Anyway, I'm going to leave you there and hand you back to Victoria.